Hello. Let's join Space Engineer. Woo! While you're all watching it, depending if we make.
So you're gonna put the foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the foot.
The foot.
Foot.
Give me a foot. What I actually think I would like is I want permanent feet.
Permanent feet. Okay, got it.
So what I'm thinking is let's start from the back, I think.
Okay.
So these two round tubes will be under each side of the ship. So we'll put 4 feet corner and corner. But we have to leave enough space between them. Let's start with 1 foot, and then we can add more of them later.
Okay.
Yeah, because what I'm kind of envisioning is, since we're going to be in the ship for a bit, let's make all the components hidden within the framework of the ship.
Except for like a tube going to the top side.
Right. And let's try and keep things symmetrical. And
Yeah. Okay. So we need.
But like if we're doing the batteries there, let's plan to put.
Should we do a 3 space underneath so we can fit medium cargo containers, or are we gonna stick with a 2?
Why am I falling to the ground? Oh, my dampeners are off. So sorry. Ask your last question again. I was having a jet.
So I'll show you, but like the medium cargo containers are 3 blocks tall like that. So should we have medium cargo containers or just do a bunch of small ones?
No, I think we should, because this is also going to be a mining ship. So
Yeah.
we're still going to want a lot of storage. But like what I'm thinking is, so if you remember remember that cutaway picture of the shuttle? So like
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
components.
There was 2 compartments.
There were people compartments, and then like all the components were in the structure above and below.
Yeah.
But we can also have structure completely behind it that doesn't have any living compartment. The rear of it can be all components but walled off from the living area. So like something like the large storage container can be the full back of the ship. Storage. All blocks I'm typing STOR.
Freeman, you fool!
It's cargo.
Alright, so what I was basically saying was I'm just gonna place this right now. But you see how that we could do several on top and several wide and still have everything in front of it from a ship perspective. So you could do like this, and you could do that, and then so that is the rear end of our ship before you get to the actual thrusters and stuff. Does that make sense?
Still need 2 on this side. Yeah.
So all the living space would be forward of that, and then.
So like in this area-ish.
Yeah, you don't need living space in behind it or above it.
Oh.
What are those? What are those? What are those?
Those are small hydrogen. Rainbow grinder and gloves.
Ooh, fancy. Oh, the hydrogen has 2 larges, so you can only put 1 oxygen on each end. So you could do oxygen, hydrogen, 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 oxygen.
Yeah, and then you would connect some conveyor tubes to the end of the oxygen.
Well, you wouldn't have to. If any of those tanks was matching a small side port, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, good point.
So the way I would do it is like a regular shuttlecraft where there's 2 command chairs next to each other.
Okay.
At the front, looking out the window. And then you can have a bunch of passenger chairs at the back if we want them. And you can have those either down the side walls facing each other or in rows front to back. Whichever you think would be better. Are there benches like you can put on the sides?
There's seats.
Okay, so we could put a row of seats against the side walls facing into the middle, or we could do 2 rows facing front, whichever you want. I'll let you choose that. Those the command chairs?
Yeah.
They're facing the wrong way.
Are they?
Yeah, the front is facing away from the base.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's the other way around.
And I'm just realizing, since we haven't built anything yet, we may want to build it higher to start with, so we can get more stuff underneath.
Okay, so then let's grind this thing down.
Okay. Why did I wind up with debris and a suitcase?
I accidentally dropped. We accidentally dropped something.
So what is that suitcase?
That's construction comp.
Oh, I see. You're leaving a deck layer for piping as well.
Yeah.
So this is.
Because we need that for the O2 generator.
So this right here is the floor of the passenger compartment.
So how far forward should we start the cockpit compartment?
So the cockpit compartment, how does the outside structure of that work? Like the windscreen to look out of? And...
We have a bunch of window blocks, so we don't really have to worry about that.
Do we need to build those to figure out the layout though?
No, because we can just build a window into the wall of the front.
So we can do front and side windows. It's come around the front with angles.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I get it. Okay, I forgot they were doing that thing. Oh, this doorway's cool. So that doorway is the doorway to the cockpit area.
Yeah. So we just have enough room in the cockpit area to get out and walk through the doorway.
So this main area is where there would be a side door open to space, right?
Yes.
So I should start
We may want to use just the side area as a kind of somewhat airlock type area. So we can push the door one block in, which would make it look better. We would have the door there, and we could have blocks down the frame, creating the outside area. We could have this go up, and we'll have like a pushed-in door, which would look quite nice.
Let's keep this area as small as possible because we're going to put a bunch of storage cubes on the back, right?
Well, we can have the storage cubes go into this area.
Can we put the survival kit on this side facing it?
Yeah, that might be a good. Okay, move out of the way. I need to see if I can play.
Get out of the way.
Survival kit, and then we have a conveyor coming out of that side.
The extra floor.
Okay, that should be good.
And then we can fit storage cubes behind, right?
Yes. We just need to make sure we can get pipes connected into them when we're doing that.
Yeah, so I think that should be the next thing we build.
Oh my god, this area is actually quite comfy. I like this.
What's that?
The airlock.
Oh, the airlock area.
So we would need that layer, and then we would need a gap for conveyor tubing, and then the top.
So put a full steel layer over the top.
Yeah, the compartments so we can conceal them again.
So do we have access to everything through the seats, or do we need something to be able to shut ourselves into the cockpit and still access resources?
We can access everything from the seat, I think.
We can get all inventory and everything.
Not exactly. We couldn't move it. I guess we could put
A small cargo.
Yeah, small cargo right in above the middle of the doorway.
So are we pretty good with the placement of everything up front? Should I start welding it so we can see ports and things?
Yeah. Don't worry about the survival kit. Worry about like the cargo stuff. Oh, just got enough to start welding the tubes, because that's the main thing we actually have.
What I was thinking was putting the 4 instead of 6 and having them offset so that so the middle of the 2 is in the center. So
you made a big dirt puff when you hit the ground.
that's about perfect, right? From a clearance perspective. Yeah, well, what I'm picturing is probably 3 of those, or 2 of those. Okay. 2 of those, probably. And then an oxygen at each side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you verify that they're connected, though?
Yeah, because the ports are on the center bottom of the grabby. I'm Mr. Grabby Man.
Computers, motors, displays. Alexa just responded because I said computers.
I'm sharing my progress with you, so once you've built your one interior light of doom. Ooh, no signal. I should probably refill my hydrogen knowing about that. ow, and not hit trees.
Space pirate,
Give me my
share
non
progress.
signal.
Freeman, you fool!
Land and find the right one.
Oh.
Hey, sorry. I just landed on your head.
It looked like you just grinded through the back of my head.